being called the dumbest player in the NBA, mocked on national TV, and then flipping the script to become a three-time champion and Olympic gold medalist. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what one player did, proving that the real genius is sometimes hidden behind the jokes. The NBA has seen its fair share of underdogs, but none quite like JaVale McGee. When he entered the league in 2008, McGee was everything scouts dream of: 7 feet tall, a freak of nature athletically, and with a wingspan that could cover half the court. But despite all this potential, his journey to respectability would be anything but straightforward. His career was a constant battle. Every time McGee would start to build momentum, another mistake would put him back under the microscope. The world watched as McGee became the poster child for NBA bloopers, often overshadowing his undeniable potential. But behind the scenes, McGee's focus on improving his fundamentals was quietly growing. What the public didn't see were the countless hours McGee spent watching film, studying the game, and working with coaches to improve his skills. This wasn't just a player trying to avoid mistakes. This was a player looking to prove that he was more than just a meme. In fact, it was marked by so many bloopers that it felt like his career might never escape the shadow of mockery. From the start, McGee's career was a mix of brilliance and baffling mistakes. Who could forget the infamous moments when he passed the ball to himself or missed simple layups? His early years in the league made him a regular feature on ShaqtinAFool, a show where NBA stars' bloopers were celebrated rather than their triumphs. The media, fans, and even teammates began to label him the dumbest player in the NBA. His bloopers were so absurd that the term McGeeing even became synonymous with mishaps on the court. But here's where things get interesting, because despite all of that, McGee had something that few people saw: an unwavering work ethic. In 2012, when he was traded to the Denver Nuggets, it marked the beginning of his turnaround. Gone was the player who tried to please the critics. Instead, McGee started focusing on the basics. He began setting better screens, rotating more effectively on defense, and improving his positioning, things most casual fans overlooked, but that made a huge difference in his game. Still, the best was yet to come. Fast forward to 2016, the Golden State Warriors, the most dominant team in the NBA at the time, took a gamble on McGee, signing him to a 1-year contract. People laughed. How could a team that had just set an NBA record for most regular season wins, 73, want someone like McGee, who was notorious for his mistakes? But the Warriors saw something different. A player who, when used in the right way, could contribute in very specific areas: rim protection, energy off the bench, and vertical spacing. In other words, they didn't need McGee to be the star. They needed him to be a piece of the puzzle. And that's exactly what McGee became. In limited minutes, he brought a level of intensity and defense the Warriors needed. His ability to block shots, grab boards, and finish lobs on offense helped propel the team to back-to-back championships in 2017 and 2018. It was a role he embraced fully, coming off the bench, doing the dirty work, and playing his part in a team that would go down in history as one of the greatest. For the first time in his career, the media stopped laughing. Instead of focusing on his bloopers, they began to highlight his basketball IQ, his ability to read plays, rotate on defense, and provide energy. What was once seen as the dumb player was now a reliable role player on one of the most successful teams in NBA history. Then came 2019. McGee joined LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. At first, many thought it was a short-term deal, a veteran presence for a team with championship aspirations. But McGee wasn't just a filler. During the Lakers' 2020 NBA championship run, McGee was a crucial part of the team's success. He wasn't just a backup, he was the starting center in the playoffs. In a year that saw the NBA's first ever bubble championship, McGee earned his 3rd NBA ring. It wasn't just LeBron who saw McGee's value, other stars did too. LeBron, the player known for only working with people who can contribute to a championship, praised McGee for his leadership, his defense, and his ability to stay in the moment. The once ridiculed center had now validated his place in the NBA. But McGee wasn't done yet. In 2025, he accomplished what many thought impossible. He was selected to represent Team USA in the 2025 Olympics. The 2025 Olympics weren't just about winning a gold medal for McGee, they were about redemption. With his place on Team USA, he showed the world that the player who was once the subject of mockery had transformed into one of the most respected big men in the world. It wasn't just his physical dominance in the paint that earned him a spot. It was his commitment to becoming a well-rounded player, capable of contributing at the highest levels. His gold medal was not just a symbol of his success in the NBA, but a testament to his growth as an athlete, a leader, and a person. Let that sink in. The same guy who had once been the punchline of jokes was now helping the United States secure a gold medal. The transformation from the dumbest to one of the world's best was complete. This wasn't just a win for McGee, it was a win for anyone who had ever been underestimated. His journey proved that even the most ridiculed players could redefine their legacy. And while his basketball career reached new heights, McGee wasn't just focusing on hoops anymore. In addition to his on-court accomplishments, McGee also made major strides off the court. McGee founded JaVale Productions, a media company that has been producing content for major streaming platforms. He also found success in the music world under the name Pierre, collaborating with top artists. But McGee's entrepreneurial spirit didn't stop there. He expanded into real estate investment and tech startups, particularly focusing on sports technology. His ability to branch out into different industries showed that he was more than just a basketball player. Even in 2025, McGee continues to be an important figure in the NBA. He may not play as many minutes as he did in his prime, but he remains a key backup center for the Dallas Mavericks. His energy, rim protection, and hustle are invaluable to the team. But even in his later years, McGee remains a textbook example of how to carve out a career through perseverance and adaptability. By embracing his role on every team he's been part of, McGee became an indispensable veteran. His leadership went beyond what was visible on the court. He was a mentor, a sounding board for younger players, and a voice in the locker room. His journey from ShaqtinAFool to NBA champion wasn't just about his on-court success. It was about evolving as a person, a player, and a leader. And in 2025, as he continues to mentor the Mavericks' younger players, his legacy isn't just a career full of highlights. It's one built on resilience and relentless self-improvement. He's no longer the bumbling fool. He's a respected veteran, one who has 3 NBA championship rings, an Olympic gold medal, and a legacy of resilience. And let's not forget, his influence has gone beyond the court. As a mentor to younger players and a respected voice in the locker room, McGee has shown that leadership comes in many forms. His impact is no longer just measured in points and rebounds, but in the way he's helped shape the careers of others. So, what's the lesson here? JaVale McGee's career proves that you can turn any negative into a positive with enough determination, self-belief, and hard work. From ShaqtinAFool to NBA champion, he's shattered expectations, and in 2025, he's still proving the doubters wrong. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable NBA stories that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about basketball.